Yo, what's up, world? I hope all is well with all of you, man. I hope that you're having a good Saturday so far. Welcome back to another one of these. This is Thoughts of a Predicate Winner, and we are here today to review another album. Put a lot of thought into this one. Made sure that I did my due diligence with this one, and now it's time to review it. AMERACAL 2. Let's get into it. But before we do it, please make sure to smash that like button and smash that subscribe button for me. Help propel me into the algorithm. And let's go ahead and get into this AMERACAL 2, baby. Now, it is important to say, leading up to this album, my initial thoughts were, or let's say it this way, my initial expectations were very high. Very high. There were 5 or 6 songs that he put out on the build-up to this album that were all absolutely solid. And what we saw with the Upchurch beef was him, I don't even think he took the crown from Upchurch. He just decided to put one on and said, y'all can't take it from me. And by his leadership skills and his qualities as a man, he was able to showcase that through the entire length of this album. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This is AMERACAL 2. Expectations on high, dog. This is one of the releases. Right up to it.
Ooh, they know we coming with it. I bring it to you, you ain't even gotta come and get it.
Crazy intro. Shout out to Broadnex.
We know you bluffing, them busters know they ain't fucking with us. The big gorillas. Ooh, they know we coming with it.
Absolutely love Gorillas. Great intro to an album. Super solid hook by Broadnex. The lyricism was great. The wordplay was great. The ability to capture with production was great. And that's something that I really, listen to me, you guys. I really don't want y'all, I don't want to lose y'all on that. Because people really don't give enough credence and credit to production skills. Production skills are the difference between listening to somebody come home from jail and rap over SoundCloud beats and somebody like AMERACAL getting in the studio and really putting his best foot forward and delivering a project that is worthy of replay. Dare I say, maybe even classic. As we go from that, we move on to track 2. Shout out to the boys. HT, what's up? Simple Man, what's up? Justin Time, what's up?
Never thought I'd live to see the day where a man called me out of my name.
What the fuck is he saying?
Out of touch, I'm a little insane, but this thing on my hip go bang.
Keep thinking I'm playing.
You ain't never know what it's like, have your dogs riding by your side.
We are not the same.
Someone said you was looking for a problem, little buddy, I ain't hard to find.
Ain't a damn thing.
Don't mean to cut off HT. Man, I can't.
Something on my side like I'm Django, trying to ride the wave, get a raincoat. I be dropping dog shit, y'all be cutting lines of that drain note. Tell my haters hide like I'm mango. What up?
And see, that's the importance here, right? It's like even the features on this album are bringing their A game. Why? I'm sure that with Hard Target, I'm sure that with Simple Man and Justin Time, they are going to try to deliver their A game no matter where they go, because they're still that they still love and appreciate the art form as rappers. But beyond that, I think that they come even harder than that with Adam Pause, because relationship equity. They respect him. They look to him as a leader. And I don't think that they're like following, like, you get what I'm saying? I don't think the Hard Target is a follower. I'm talking about within the bounds and the constructs of this subgenre that we call country rap. I think that there is an allegiance that they pledge to Adam after this past 6, 7, 8 months, right? And I think that it's well deserved. And it's good to see that play out, especially with the features. Like, I'm bringing my A game. We're going to be on the AMERACAL album. You know what I mean? You want to shoot a video, I'll go be behind you in the video. Whatever you need, brother, I'm there. And I think that speaks to AMERACAL's leadership qualities. I don't think Adam will ever come out and just be like, I am the king of country rap. Y'all follow my lead. So please don't misconstrue what I'm saying here. I'm just talking about the way the equity in these relationships have been built, where it's solid. In other words, you're not going to see Adam cross them like Upchurch did Adam. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to see them cross Adam in any type of way, because there's real relationship equity, and I think that is something to be saluted, and we're only on track 2. You get what I'm saying? Which goes into 3. My favorite song on the album, Silver Lining. And I'm going to let this hook play for a minute, because this is the best hook on the album.
When it's time to go, you know I'm riding. Keep on moving, it's a long road. I can see the sun on the horizon. Sometimes I wonder where it all goes. Looking at the clouds, ain't no silver lining. Blessings given, can't take them away. Even when I'm wrong, Lord knows I'm trying. I know tomorrow is a new day, yeah.
Love this. The relatability thread is super crazy on this one. If y'all haven't seen my reaction to these, anything on this album that has a video, I have a full reaction to, right? And I have a full breakdown, a full review. But we're here to just talk about this album in its entirety. So I really want to take a second to appreciate track 1, Gorillas, being the intro to the album, the tone setter that leads into, you don't want no problems with me. This is my team. We're solid over here. That leads into, okay, now it's time to get vulnerable. So you're checking all boxes here, and I think that should be, that should really be. I want y'all to hold on to that point as we continue to progress through the rest of this album, because I don't want to come off like, you know, Adam has paid me off. I don't want to do that, but I'm really gonna celebrate this album, and I don't want people to think that I'm just saying this or doing this because he said he would do an interview with me, or because he's been in my premieres or anything like that. I want y'all to know that you can take what I'm saying as full truth from me. This is my most played album of the year, and I want to make sure that it's clear on why I rate it what I end up rating it at the end. Oh my gosh, bro. Keep in mind the production, bro. The production on this album is nuts. Superior. I love this song, bro.
Bring my hat low, the sun's beating on me. See my shadow, something's eating on me. Looking for a man, he done evil on me. I'ma walk him down where he stand, ain't no speaking on me. Leave him laying there, see the church across the street. Do some praying there, I don't often speak. When I do, bet your ass it's gonna serve a purpose. Either that or I'ma bring the wrath and put the work in.
Come on.
1,000 miles and that's on my feet. I've done some things that I can't repeat. Lord forgive them, tell them let me be. Lord forgive them, tell them let me be. My will is strong but my body's weak.
Y'all get what I'm saying with the production here, right? It is insane. It sounds sonically appeasing. Every beat is fire. You can hear his words enunciated clearly. It sounds like he has really tried to put his best foot forward and create the best version of the song possible. None of these songs sound like a rapper that just got home from jail that rapped on SoundCloud beats and put out a mixtape. This sounds like a well thought out, well put together album by a team of people that really cared about the craft and the sportsmanship of it, and they crafted an articulate project that I believe will stand the test of time. And it's also important to talk about how he's rapping better than 90% of rappers on this project. And not only that, because we just got a Carter 6 album from Lil Wayne where Lil Wayne is rapping really, really well, but you don't necessarily get that cohesion. You don't necessarily get like that, the production, like what's on here. And it's important to stress too that Adam is independent, as independent can possibly be. There's a lot to be said about this album. And I up until this point, I'm already feeling like this has to be a classic dang near, because the songs that he's released up until this point have all been fire. All right, let's move on. Next track.
They said it wasn't me, just a vision that they couldn't see. All these
Hold up.
motherfuckers wishing I was
Hold up, no.
They said it wasn't me.
Hey.
Who be at the checks 'cause I'm somebody that they'd wanna see. They
Hold
said
up.
it wasn't me. When they asked who got next, even though I'm on deck ready to swing, they said it wasn't me. Who be at it killing their dreams? RP, I'ma give them time to grieve. Yeah, it's always me.
And see, even the craft that goes into creating a hook is still well thought out, well articulated, and well put together. The lyricism is even tight within the bounds of the hook structure on this album. This album sounds like there was no lack of effort. None. And man, I applaud that. Beyond that, when we start to factor in the relatability factor of this album, this is the only album that has come out in quite some time where it sounds this good, like it's polished, it's unique, it's got hits, it's got slaps, it's got real rapping capability, it has great production, and it's super relatable to you if you are a family man, or if you are a father, if you got kids, or if you're married, or if you're just even if you're a standalone guy that just, you know, believes in certain principalities. This album is relatable, and I love it, bro. I mean, I really do. I love this album. And go, like, that hook is crazy. That production is crazy. Let's move on. I know you know.
I can see you overcome. Emotion running over, cup it running over. Overalls to hold them, cross the shoulder, cross your heart and help you guide. Honorably and swift like Lord bless him in his suffering. I know you know, right? I know you know. Yeah, I know you know we gon' ride. I know you know. Yeah, I know you know we gon' ride. I know you know. Yeah.
And even here, this being probably my least favorite song on this album, even here, as I listen to it through my headphones, production-wise, holy moly. You know what I mean? And I've listened to a couple of, man, I can't remember this gentleman's name, and I'm going to feel terrible, bro, because I do like him. But the guy rapping on the hook right here, man, I've heard a few of his songs. Like, the production is super tight here. Super tight. I don't know if Adam is producing his. Now, I'm not talking about beat making. I'm talking about executive production. I'm talking about the lineup of the album. I'm talking about the way it sounds to your ears when you play it. I'm talking about how crispy it is. I'm talking about making it sound professional. It's top tier. It is. It's top tier. Let's move on to the next one. Oh my gosh. Just a little subtle reminder up in here, bro, that we disassembled the boy over there. So here's the reminder. This is one of my favorite songs on the album too, and I see a lot of his influences. You know, I know that a lot of his influence comes from Wu-Tang. I know that a lot of his influence comes from, you know, I hear 50 here. You know what I mean? And I love this song. Love it.
What the fuck he saying? I'll be standing on the pavement. Pocket full of bullets, I ain't playing. I'ma pull up where he's staying. I ain't talking about vacation. That Mossberg pump have you pump fade.
Crazy.
Dear God, I don't wanna
And just so we, you know, just so we solidify it and let the point be known, let's do it 2 times.
do this. Please
This was crazy. This was crazy.
to watch. Try holding your daughter instead of your phone for a photo op. I went to prison because I choked a cop. If you went to prison, you just choke on cock.
Dog. We can keep going. And now that we got that out of the way, let's give him something, you know what I mean? Just a little more in this country rap. I love this album, bro. It's really good.
I got knocked on my ass, I got up. That's a hard way to live if you're trying to be tough. I got.
That's it. The relatability thread is already attacked. I got knocked on my ass. I got up. That's a hard way to live if you're trying to be tough, or if you want to be tough. Immediately just pulls you in on all of these songs, where there's this relatability factor where I'm excited because this is the first album that he has released since I have become a fan. And I finally have this connection with his fan base of like, oh, I get it. I totally understand. And it's fire, bro. Oh yeah, legend.
Legends don't die.
I love that song. For the sake of time, I can't play through every song, but this is one of them. I love 750 horsepower, bro. In the car, in the gym, and this is one of those albums that you could just shuffle in the car. Let it play. This is one of those albums you could just shuffle in the gym. Let it play. And I think he has videos coming out for all of these joints. Yeah.
Stay looking alert. You know how I do, you don't wanna get hurt. I'm feeling legit. I duck the radar, I don't stick to the script.
He's rapping so well.
Since I was little, I'd be lying if I told you I wouldn't do it any different. Which I would've went a lot harder. Start seeing women different when you have a daughter.
It's good, man. It's all good.
Ryan
Dub Church this. And then close the album out with Rebels, which is the first song that he released off of the album. This is what set the tone.
Stopping me. Stand alone, never fold, reload. Just make sure when we're gone, our story gets told, and the new generation.
All right. Let's do the review, man. I first and foremost, everything that I said about this album up until this point, I want y'all to go back and think about how many skips are there really on this album. You might skip one to get to your favorite, but how many are like necessity skips? I have one. I don't want to hear the song with the gentleman that I can't remember. But even that isn't a necessity skip. It's just like, that one ain't for me. But literally every other song on this album is more than just good. It's fire. Every one of them. Something has to be said here. I have to tip my hat to it. I know that these Upchurch fans are out here screaming and crying about how this can't be good and, oh man, it's trash and he doesn't make good music. I would hate to be one of y'all, man, because y'all are lying. Yeah, I mean, and that's just the facts of the matter. Y'all are lying through your teeth. That sucks. I would hate to be that fan. So let's do this, man. Let's talk about how do I judge rap albums? How do I critique rap albums when they come out? First, if I'm aiming to see, like, is there anything on here that's skippable? Second, I look into production because rappers can rap. You know what I mean? It's more than rapping. It's about how well can you put together a song? How well can you create? How well can you create this album? How great is the production? And I go through all of these things in my head as I'm listening to it track by track. And then I start, how relatable is this? How can I relate to this as a 35-year-old man with a wife and 2 girls? And that, bro, this album covers all ground. Outside of my favorite albums of all time, Get Rich or Die Trying, the Marshall Mathers LP, the Eminem Show, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, Word of Mouth, T.I. or the King album by T.I., Carter 2. Outside of like my favorites, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808s and Heartbreak. I mean, all the way into, Meteora, Hybrid Theory, the Korn albums from back in the day, Significant Other. My taste is so broad, bro. My thing has always just been what sticks out, what sounds great, and what can I relate to. I've been that way since I was a kid. That's why everything on this channel is essentially based around the art form, the capability of touching your soul, and the replay value that comes from relatability threads. That's what this whole channel is based on. And I have to say it, bro. Adam has capitalized and touched every one of those boxes. He's checked them off. And I give this album, and I've thought about this hard, bro, because when it first came out, I was like, if I come out and I just say this, people are going to think that I'm just knob slobbing. But I've thought about it, and I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. If I give it less than the score that I do give it, I'm lying. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all. This album is a 9.5 out of 10. It is a 9.5 out of 10 because even it's skippable to me isn't skippable. I believe that I will be able to listen to this album in 10 years and still enjoy it the same way that I enjoy it now. I believe that this music is timeless. I believe that it's classic. I believe it was well put together. And I'm taking away the fact that he's independent. When you add in the fact that he's independent, it's mind-blowing. You don't get independent albums like this. You just don't. You know? The Brave 2, I see it there too, but this is different. This is different. He's standing alone. The production is crazy. His friends show their arses for him. There's something to be said there. And I think that a lot of this is based off of his relationship equity. So a lot of people looked at him like he's this bad guy and like, oh no, look what he did, like blah, blah, blah. No, his relationship equity is why this album sounds as incredible as it sounds. And if you're going to sit there because you're an Upchurch fan and say that this album is trash, good on you, but I would never do that. Like, I really don't like Upchurch. I don't like the way he acts. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like the way that he, prances around his house and makes videos of himself all day talking about all these different hot topics that don't make any sense. I don't like him. But if he puts out an album that is incredible, I can assure you that my bias on who he is as a person will never interfere with the art itself. That is who I am. It's what I stand on my channel. So I'm in the same way assuring you that my realization that Adam Calhoun is a good dude is not affecting my score as a 9.5 on this album. It is completely art and music based. I'm waiting on that phone call. When he gives me the phone call for the pre-order to the album, I will lock in an interview for you guys, and I cannot wait to talk to him about hip-hop. I can't wait. And I can assure you guys this. You have never seen an interview with Adam Calhoun like I'm going to give with Adam Calhoun. I can assure you of that. In the same way that you can go and check my conversations with Simple Man and Hard Target, or even my conversation with Chatter and Chokeslams, and you can see that it's there, it's bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? It's just homie to homie. Let's talk, let's chat. And that's what ACAL needs. I love this project. I do, man. It is so good. And I'm not gassing it. I'm not just saying it to say it. I just went through track by track for a specific purpose to showcase it to you guys as well. Y'all let me know what y'all score is on this album in the comments. But for me, this is a 9.5 out of 10. And it is Adam at his absolute best. I think, and not saying nothing about the old version of Adam, but I think that this is ACAL at his absolute best. And I think that if the accolades present themselves for this album, then he will be able to continue to showcase his talent at his best. And I'm excited to see whatever comes next. So with that being said, that's it, man. 9.5 out of 10. Shout out to ACAL. AMERACAL 2 is it's a masterpiece, man. It's a masterpiece in the subgenre. It's a masterpiece overall. It is. Shout out to ACAL. I love this record, man. It was awesome. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right? Peace.